weekly roundup with me, Chairman Rob. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we've got an action-packed programme for you tonight. We've even got a bit of cricket. But first, we've got a bit of a dilemma again. We asked you, which was the hardest discipline? Would it be a hole-in-one? Would it be a 147 break? Or would it be a 9-darter? It was a long time ago, but let's see what you said.
We put this to the members and asked them to rank these in order of difficulty. The verdict was as follows, with the hole-in-one considered the most challenging. These guys held the most popular choice, with the 147 following the hole-in-one and then the darts in third place. Matt, Sagar and Jamie having it just the other way round, with the 147 in third and the darts in second. Then Henry, Isaac and Alan, well, they all had the 147 as the most difficult, followed by the hole-in-one and lastly the darts again. These guys also agreed that the 147 was the hardest, although they had the 9-darter in second place and the hole-in-one in third. You can make an argument for them all. The hole-in-one is the only one that can negatively be affected by the weather, I suppose, but it's something that can be fluked and us mere mortals can do it. The others probably can't be done unless you're of a professional standard. 147 needs a greater amount of continuous success, but something that can be made easier and set up by your opponent's poor play. There's no outside competitor interference with the 9-darter, and it is the smallest target to hit, but it's achieved with the most regularity, I think, by professionals in practice and in competition. Who better to give our under-13s a spin masterclass than Baz and Sandy? And it's Charlotte and Carl who are getting the under-11s in shape, with a number of players being introduced to hardball cricket for the first time, and that goes across all disciplines. All these guys will be playing in the Hampshire League this season, and we'll keep an eye out to how they're getting on. And here's Ash with the brilliant under-9s. And these guys have put some real good work in, but they're also having a lot of fun. And it's great to see that we've got some big hitters in the side as it rains sixes down all through the session.
Ooh, look at me, I play for Frimley Phoenix. That's me!
Do you know your Phoenix? Well, what have we got for you this week? First question, is Hawley a fortress? What's our win ratio at Hawley? Secondly, we want our split between our first and our seconds, and let's see what percentage win we've got. Have your guess and we'll give you the answers shortly. Last season it was Ashy who we celebrated for reaching 100 caps for the Phoenix. He's now 101, 93 innings, 20 not outs. He scored 1,168 runs with a high score of 56, 3 50s and an average of 16. So well done, Ashy. And the next person to go past 100 should be Rosie with 93 caps currently, followed by Tom with another 90. But we'll keep you posted.
It's time for the match report.
We start the season at Frimley Green Rec for a pre-season game against Guildford that also brought Taddy and Yogi together for the first father and son Phoenix rivalry game. Strong wind on the day meant I couldn't pick up all the banter and insults that were flowing, but here's just a bit.
Perfect ammunition for sledging. Yeah. I know what his mother did last night.
No tea for you tonight then, Ted.
Interviewing the skipper that had just won the toss was also a bit difficult, but the key was to give everybody a game and make sure that we got as maximum out of it as we possibly could as a pre-season friendly. Winning the toss and deciding to bat meant that Sammy and Sam were to open the innings for us. With this ball, the 2025 season had started. got to 25, you retired, and then went back in again when it was necessary, and that's why Anil and Sam finished the innings. The tablet was giving us a few problems, so here's a summary of our innings: 176 all out in the 38 overs, Sam scoring 50, first one of the season, Anil 41, and Joe and Ryan both getting a start as well. So very well played to Guildford. That's the match summary. Guildford winning by 3 wickets and Joe taking his first ever senior fifer. That's a brilliant milestone, and Tom picking up 2 as well. Guildford 177 for 7 off 38.4 overs, and as you can see, it was a hell of a close game.
It's turned out to be a beautiful evening, hasn't it?
Beautiful evening, a really good game.
Yeah, I think mission accomplished. Everyone got what you wanted, didn't you?
Everyone got a game, everyone got a bat, the bowlers bowled. I mean, look, it was exactly what I wanted. Everyone getting a game, close game as well.
Nice bunch of lads.
Nice bunch of lads, and absolutely fantastic. Really good first game of the season.
Well skippered, mate. Cheers.
Cheers. Bye.
It's time for last week's play of the day.
So Joe, play of the day, first senior fifer, how was it?
Yeah, good. It was a tough game. Back against the wall a little bit with the batting, so I had to do something with the bowling. Luckily the wind was behind me. Sorry Prajwal for making you run up the hill, but it was a bit of a variable bounce on the pitch, so it was all about targeting the stumps, sometimes a bit shorter, sometimes a bit fuller, and ultimately a lot of my wickets were bowled, so that was the most important thing today. I just wish I could have kept doing it as I tired a bit and maybe picked up 6 or 7 to mirror Charles's performance last season. But nice to get a first senior fifer, and I dedicate it to Dave Warren and the new Peugeot.
We always joke of how unlucky we are with the toss, but just how lucky are we? That's our stats for 2024 between the 1s, 2s and 3s. Broken down by team, that might surprise you. 54% of the time we won the toss for the 2s, 50-50 for the 1s, and 36% for the 3s. And when we did win the toss, well, we tended to elect to field and put the opposition into bat. Breaking that down again, 8 times we won the toss for the 1s, elected to field on 7, 7 times for the 2s, elected to field on 6, and only 5 times for the 3s, but elected to field on 2 and wanted to bat first on 3. When we lost it, or the other captain called correctly, we were put into bat 58% of the time against 42, asking to field. And break that down by team, well, that's 6 times put into bat for the 1s, 5 for the 2s and 3 for the 3s, but 7 times being asked to field. Well, we're honoured again to be in the community magazine. This goes through 10,000 letterboxes in the local area. We are recruiting, and there's the ladies in there as well. And that was a celebration of Women's International Day. Pre-season friendlies this Saturday sees 2 games against Dogmansfield at home and then Purbright away. And then on the Sunday we're away at Shalford. And last year this was a great fixture at Frimley Green Rec.
Shot Gino! Bang Gino!
Jinto got 50 and I think Anil went on to score 70 odd that day. Then on the Sunday, we're away at Shalford, and last year, well, it was a bit of a Sam Warren masterclass, wasn't it, before the season's opener. So make sure you get your availability in. Well, let's have a look and see how you got on. And we ask you, is Hawley a fortress? What's our win ratio at Hawley? And in turn, what's that look like for our two teams that play there? Well, you'd have to say that the answer would be yes, playing 64 games there, winning 51, losing 10 and drawing 3. That's a resounding 80% win ratio at Hawley, 4% we draw and 16% we lose. That's pretty strong. So out of the 32 games that the ones have played, they've won 27, lost 2 and drawn 3 with an 84% win ratio. The twos out of their 32 games have a great ratio of 66.5 with 24 wins and 8 losses, obviously no draws in Div 7. So thanks ever so much for playing along and we'll see you next time. Introducing the Ducket Hat. It's something the threes are implementing this season. Get a duck and you could be fielding in it, or certainly wearing it at the Rose and Thistle afterwards. And Carl will be there to issue you with a duck to take home for your mantelpiece. And wow, look at this. This is as far north as the flag has ever gone. Charlotte and Gary there with the Phoenix flag, 200 miles short of the Arctic Circle. And look at the Northern Lights. What great pictures. Oh, bless. Look at this cheeky chappy. Yes, it's our Carl. And if you've got a picture, make sure you send it in to me. And Matty showing that he's the next Phoenix Ronaldo. Who is this masked man? It's our Alex. And he misses us and tells us that he wishes us all the best for the season. And we'll keep in touch. And off to Venice, where Lucy and Alan were drinking their limoncello spritz. Here's one for you, just an update. Not out Black Sox. Where's Wally? Well, we found him, and he's actually residing in Adelaide, Australia. We've sent out to make contact with the other side. We found Wally, but will Wally find Phoenix?
I know how much you're enjoying the search for Wally. Not long now, as we're closing in on him. Now, next week, we've got a next lot of pre-season friendlies, but we're going to play you out with our fantastic threes of last year, who had such a good time. We shouldn't even had a threes really in the league, and doing so was a real milestone for the club. So, until next week, you take care, and we will see you, God willing. Come on, you Phoenix.
Come on, you Phoenix! That was brilliant, thank you.